What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy, had a strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, and awesome. All right, everybody. So real quick, because I'm in the middle of a vision right now, and the Lord wanted me to share this for whatever reason. So I'm going to just share it because this is really cool. July 18, 2024 on a good old Thursday. So just go ahead. I'm in the middle of a vision. So if I pause, I'm listening and I'm like the Lord is speaking to me. So I'm listening and watching, but I'll explain to y'all what I see right now. This is just really cool. So it looks like people up here are having a meal. And it's like these tables, fancy looking setting. And I just hear people singing as they're walking into the entrance of it. And they're just singing, Jesus Christ, it is Jesus Christ. You know, they're worshiping the Lord. And I'm sitting down and I can see people with the white garment on. So it's people with the white garment on, but then there's some people with very fancy looking garment on. And I just see them greeting each other. One is wearing like a blue fancy material, and the other one has a green fancy material. So Jesus points over to them, and he's like, that's Moses and Elijah. That is so cool. And I just see a lot of people being seated at this place. Like it's just a lot of people being seated. This must be like a really big, like celebratory dinner or something. I don't know what this is for. But I'm definitely sitting down. So I'm just trying to like stay focused on the vision and not jump out of my car right now. A letter. Okay, I'm opening this letter. It's a really fancy way to open this letter, and I gotta fold it upward. It's like a card. I don't know how to put it. It's like I have to fold it upward to read the whole thing. It's really cool. I can hear the Lord speaking to me while reading this, and it's like the letters and words are appearing as it's being said to me. It's just really cool. Like as if the words are alive. I don't know how else to put that. So I see in the coming days, there will be many surprises. Do not worry. Tell my children they shall be safe. Okay, so on the back of this, it's a tree. It's a big tree, like a really big tree. Okay, so y'all, it's this big tree on the back of this letter/card looking letter. How I can describe it. And I can see this tree moving on the letter/card. As if like, I don't even know how to explain this. All right, let me just focus on what he's showing me. Okay, so now we're in the scenery that was on the card. So now I'm standing with the Lord looking at this tree, and it's a huge tree. I see and hear the words, it is time for cleansing. and I see cutters. The Lord is holding cutters. And so we just went back to where we were in the seats. Okay. Oh my gosh. The tree went from being super big to almost like a new growing tree. The Lord just said to me there will only be a few branches left after the cleansing or the cutting of this tree. He said it is time to go back. Okay. Okay. The vision is over with. So I was in the middle of a vision, y'all, trying to explain to y'all what was happening, focusing and listening, and then trying to tell y'all what was happening. That was a little different because normally I would have the vision and put down what happened so I could just kind of tell y'all. But I had to sit, pause. So I might have to do some cutting and long pauses on this video. The cutting of the branches is very symbolic. I mean, this tree was huge on this card. And the letter, the message in the letter itself, you know, his children will be saved. There will be many surprises in the coming days. And I don't think it's the type of surprises that are only good with the cutting of the branches. It is interesting that he showed me the scenery of like the people walking in and the different garments, and then people with the normal white garments. And I can't even, I'm trying to just process. I'm trying to keep myself contained. Usually when I'm not recording, you know, I can act up a little bit, but I'm trying to stay focused and coming back to, you know, the normal. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the cutting of the branches was significant, and the tree itself was huge. I'm telling y'all, this tree was one of the biggest trees I've ever seen. Just for it to be this little baby looking tree that looks to be growing anew. And that can symbolize, he says, my remnant. That's symbolizing his remnant. He's going to cut down that big tree. Symbolism, okay? All the branches that do not belong. And then his remnant shall grow in place of what was. That is very symbolic and very cool. And I want to mention this too. I just love the Lord so much. One thing I told him earlier, all I want is just to have him and grow this relationship. You can't get no better than the Lord. You just can't. I'm sitting here talking to him, and bam, there go a vision. This vision is really cool, but the Lord is getting ready to cut and cleanse in the church itself, or different churches, because you got the dead church, the lukewarm church, and the faithful church, right? He's cutting stuff down. And the length and the size of the tree dramatically decreased, meaning there's a lot of cutting that's about to happen. A lot of cutting that's about to happen. But the remnant need to stay trained up in the secret place and get ready, because there are a few getting called up. So for the people right now, there are very few people that will be ready to go and do what's needed. But there are many in training at more basic levels as well. So very small tree, that just means a lot of people are not necessarily ready for the big stuff, only a few, but this tree will grow bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. I thought that was really cool. And the tree was moving in and out on this letter/card, because it looks like a card. It's really cool. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just glad to be able to share this stuff with y'all, but a message did come from it, and that's why he wanted me to record it. At first I was like, why are you having me record this? But it was a message in it. And he pointed over to the two guys in the special garment, and he said that was Moses and Elijah. Now that part, I wonder why he allowed me to see that. I don't know why he allowed me to see that. And I didn't get full details on them. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I saw them, and their garment was more what I was focused on, if that makes sense. So it was very quick of a flash or portion of the vision that I couldn't get the fullness. I just saw the two men speaking, right? And shaking each other's hand and like the slight hug and greeting to one another. So I don't know what that was about. And another thing that I didn't necessarily mention while I was in the vision is I saw angels with golden armor, because they weren't necessarily the focus. They were just there. So I remember a while back having a dream back in, I forgot, it had to have been 2022. Yeah, where I saw Michael and his army in all gold armor. So it was really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. They were just walking around there. You could tell they were high-ranking fighter type angels. So that's cool. So I heard the Lord say, my protection. And separation is his protection for his children out of these churches. A lot of witchcraft, a lot of false teaching, a lot of really unnecessary things being done in the church. And you don't want to be there when the branch gets cut off, because it's going to be ugly. And a long time coming for a lot of people, because they just kept disrespecting the Lord and harming his children. But then again, many people are allowing themselves to be harmed due to idolatry, even with all the stuff being openly done. And it's just really sad. It's really, really, really sad. I was having a conversation with the Lord about this earlier. When God is trying to explain something to you or tell you something in regards to your church, you need to listen. Okay? You always need to be checking and testing, no matter who you watch, no matter what church you go to, because it's a lot of people off the reservation right now. Like, off the handle. It shouldn't even be that many people off the reservation. So please listen to your Father. There's nothing like having a relationship with your Father, and listen to what the Lord has given you. When he's nudging you, when he's pulling you out, listen to that. Listen to him, because it is so dangerous out here. God is going to take care of all of it. So you don't have to worry about that, but you just got to let God move. Okay? So peace and blessings, and I will catch y'all in the next one.